Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. Over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of class changes over in the Dragonflight patch 10.05, many of which focused on adjusting our classes for PvE, usually targeting the specs which found themselves underperforming. But we've also seen a ton of PvP updates as well. Most of these changes have been focused on limiting our class's ability to burst one another. Many powerful and exciting one-shot combos have been removed to give all competitors a bit more time to react to incoming enemy actions accordingly instead of being unfairly ran over. But the spec of Subtlety still has a few tricks of the trade up their sleeves, and today I decided to construct together the strongest opener burst combo, which helps you lock down your target while delivering some of the biggest bursts imaginable. In case you're looking to pick up a rogue as a potential ult for patch 10.05, which is currently performing exceptionally well within PvP content. But right before we get into this burst guide video, most of you guys watch these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future Dragonflight builds. What makes Subtlety so deadly is their mastery over stealth, gaining access to a myriad of passive modifiers which enhances you while stalking your foes through the cover of darkness. Subtlety can draw upon surrounding shadows, gaining access to a temporary stealth-like state with Shadow Dance, which grants them all of their stealth-based benefits. Subtlety rogues are naturally bursty thanks to the mastery of Executioner, which helps enhance the damage of your finishers, making sure that every combo point you build gets spent in an explosive way. Because of Subtlety's affinity for finishers, we will be utilizing the talent of Secret Technique to deliver the most amount of damage within a small, limited window, and we'll be using a variety of different talents to heavily augment our damage. First, we have attributes which directly modify our output, starting with Symbols of Death, which grants us a bit of energy as well as a 10% damage increase. The passive of Find Weakness lets us bypass a portion of enemy's armor whenever we crit with a Backstab or a Shuriken Storm. Shuriken Storm is a guaranteed crit with the talent of Silent Storm, but Backstabs on average tends to do more damage and has a decent chance of applying Find Weakness on our target. Next, the talent of Dark Shadows directly augments our damage whenever we enter our Shadow Dance. Dance Macabre causes all attacks during Shadow Dance to increase your overall output, gaining a stack for every new offensive ability cast. With our specific burst rotation, a portion of Secret Technique will be cast at 6 stacks, while the majority of the ability will execute at 7 stacks of Dance Macabre. Secret Technique is an interesting ability. It's a 2-part skill which summons 2 rogue images to assault the target from the shadows. Your damage will be treated as physical damage, but the images will strike your foes with full shadow damage, which bypasses all armor benefits. Because this damage is treated as shadow damage, we'll be using a variety of passives to augment it even further. Talents like Veil Touched and Dark Brew help increase our shadow damage and magic damage by a flat amount. The passive of Deeper Daggers procs a large shadow damage increase following an Eviscerate or a Black Powder, which we'll be utilizing as part of our one-shot opener. We will also be utilizing the talent of Prey on the Weak to make our targets more vulnerable to our damage while we lock him down in a stun. The talent of Secret Stratagem will help us improve our finisher damage by 5 extra%, while Echoing Reprimand and Resounding Clarity Upgrade will help increase Secret Technique's effectiveness, treating it as if we spend 7 combo points into the finisher ability. To enhance our mastery, we'll be using the ability of Subtlety. While it does come with energy replenishment benefits, we'll primarily be using this ability to increase our overall mastery, which helps make our finisher damage even more deadly. The talent of Cold Blood will guarantee that all parts of Secret Technique will be treated as a guaranteed critical strike. Finally, talents like Lethality will make our backstabs, Echoing Reprimands, and Shadow Strikes a bit more deadly if they crit. And the talent of Shadow Blades will fuel our combo point builders with even more shadow damage to top it all off. Gearing will be a big component of pulling this burst off effectively. For the most part, using PvP items with secondary stats priority of mastery and versatility is encouraged. An unused trinket like the Badge of Ferocity is incredibly powerful for the setup, as it fuels you with extra agility during your big opener go. It's also highly recommended to enchant both of your weapons with Sophic Devotion, which can proc a hefty bit of agility, further amplifying your damage. If you don't plan to take this combo outside of casual random battlegrounds, then I suggest you include the Saltwater Potion as part of your burst. Saltwater Potions is an unused consumable which can only be activated in random battlegrounds. This potion greatly amplifies your damage with a very long cooldown, which can be used to surprise any unsuspecting target. And finally, we have the opener rotation. This opener sequence will be using the talent of the First Dance, which causes Shadow Dance to generate additional combo points, which will help us build quickly into a stun to lock our targets down. To make this rotation a little bit easier, I suggest macroing Cold Blood, Subtlety, and potentially your unused trinket together with Secret Technique to make sure you get the most value during the apex of your burst. During the opener, you will ideally be using Shadow Blades if the cooldown is available. In the opener, we start with Shadow Strike, then Shadow Dance and Kidney Shot, which helps us establish early control, followed by Symbols of Death, Backstab into an Eviscerate. Though Backstab can be swapped out for Shuriken Storm if you want a guaranteed proc of Find Weakness. This change is advised if you don't have Shadow Blades backing up your burst. After Eviscerate, we'll be using Echoing Reprimand, followed by Secret Technique, and we'll finish it all off with a Shadow Strike at the very end. This type of burst is an all-in combo. If the enemy does not react or trinket out of it, they will either be dealt with quickly or will be left in a very severely critical condition. Against organized groups, this combo will force your opponent to use their cooldowns, which will leave them open the next time you come back with the same setup. It is best to prioritize targets finding themselves alone, as Secret Technique has a natural affinity for cleaving nearby targets. Having a secluded enemy will guarantee that all parts of shadow damage will hit the target of your choice. And that's all I got for my Subtlety Rogue opener experimental build, in case you're looking for an ult to pick up for the patch 10.05 of Dragonflight. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single livestream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.